Yeah,
So
good for him.
I have to ask you though, and
Mhm.
you may not even want to speak to this, but I'm just curious, what do you see as the future of podcasting?
Well, I mean, let's just be realistic. I think you're going to see more of the bigger fish get involved, bigger organizations, bigger celebrities. That's I think going to be a trend. I don't see it as a bad thing. Um, those people are going to probably get more attention just because they already have attention because they already have massive platforms and things like that. But for the people who are creative, for the people who are niche, and the people who are willing to take this seriously and run with it, I still think those people have as good a chance as anyone. So podcasting will continue to see new opportunities in technology. We'll see new innovations, new opportunities to engage with audience live. Live streaming will be even more relevant than it is now. I see a number of ways that podcasting can continue to develop, and I think that it will. The haves will continue to have, and the have-nots may continue to kind of linger a little bit. But for those that are niche and those that are focused and really creative, I think the sky's the limit. The opportunity is absolutely there. It can happen. It's not too late to start a podcast. The wagon hasn't left, the train hasn't left. You can still start a podcast and still have success. It takes work and it takes creativity, and I do think being in a very specific niche is a good thing that will likely help you. So I think that's the future. I think we'll just see more opportunities for these big fish, and then we'll see people continue to step up and be creative and have fun ways to do shows and new ideas and innovative ways of presenting themselves, and then they'll get on the radar too. So I think it's open, wide open. Anybody can do it, so why not? And you don't need a massive audience, depending on what your goals are. If you're just trying to help key people, you just start sharing what's on your mind and what's on your heart, and you'd be surprised. I've gotten emails from my podcast. My podcast is not a professional podcast, just one I do for fun that I've been doing for several years. And I gotten emails from people in other countries. Like a guy was telling me I was they were on an 8-hour road trip listening to my podcast. And I kind of chuckled at that. I was like, sometimes my wife won't even listen to me for 8 minutes. It's like, how did you listen to my podcast for 8 hours? But those things happen. So I encourage people that are on the fence, they're thinking about it. It's really not that brutal to start a podcast, and there's plenty of tutorials that are free out there. And you don't even need to spend a lot of money on equipment. You can almost do everything from a mobile device if that's what you want. And if you got something on your mind or something on your heart that you want to talk about, something that you love, you're passionate about, give it a try. You don't have anything to lose. Go ahead and test it out. I'd say if you are going to test it out, maybe consider the Netflix seasonal approach. Maybe just say, hey, I'm going to do 8 episodes, or I'm going to do 10 episodes. And then I'm just going to kind of evaluate. I'm going to see what people say, see what kind of feedback I get, and then test it that way instead of saying, hey, I'm going to just do this ongoing show for forever, because that can burn you out. So I'd say maybe just start with a few episodes and then try to get some feedback. And then if you decide to do some more episodes, you'll have an idea of what you need to change and what you need to adjust. And or you may realize, hey, okay, that topic is not the one I want to keep doing. And so you can change it up. You can say April Fools, right?
Exactly. And that's exactly how I started is I
Yeah.
committed to 10. I committed to 10.